Kelly from Fulton Grace Real Estate was not long for this world. Like Joni, Sigourney, and Melanie, she was a working girl. She rode our ass with moving fees. She made us pay 2 times, 'cause we moved in twice on the very same day. Now Kelly, we got a secret. We're not letting you in on who or what or why or where or when. Kelly, you're like a mushroom. We're keeping in the dark. You'll be fine. You're an up-and-coming real estate shark. We're engaging in minor real estate fraud. If the president doesn't have to, why should I obey the law? What is the law? How much power should someone have about where you live? Evictions during a global pandemic. Holy shit. I'm lucky I got a job and some stable income. Unemployment's up, we got our first trillionaire, and I wanna know how come. Wrigley Field here in Chicago, Illinois holds up roughly 40,000 people. Season tickets there cost an average of $12,000. Multiply that together, the richest man in the world could buy every single seat for every single game. 318 seasons long. That's doubly as long as baseball has even existed. It's a lot of generations of disappointed Cubs fans. Go Cardinals. Kelly, you're not the bad guy. I know this. But the same system keeping others down gives you happiness. Maybe sometimes it takes us saying what we did for us all to heal, for us all to heal and move on from this. This song started out in jest, then light 'em up came from those in bulletproof vests. I wanna say all the things that I've done wrong, so I thought I'd write 'em down in a song. I took advantage of friends, didn't try hard enough for amends, said some words that would make me ashamed, played the victim, now I'm the one to blame, left my family behind, didn't understand the value of time, it'll take years to come clean, but it's a start. You know what I mean.
Good morning, Vietnam! Forgot to turn my light on. No, don't see me, not lit. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? How we doing out there? I didn't hear America, but I know it was there, and I feel it here. I hope that you heard it. What is up, Ultimate Chaos, Most of Isley, and Midnight? How we doing? How we doing? I'm finally feeling good on a Sunday, so let's do this. We got this. I've been keeping up on everything. I've recovered my account wholly as of from last week, from the big break. Except I keep forgetting to do DD attacks, but I guess that's okay. I'm far enough behind on Mephisto and Odin that it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. And I thought I was about to open this to an MVP. I did pretty damn good yesterday, but I did lose one, so. I lost one. What can you do? How's everybody doing this week? This fine Sunday morning. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? All right. Okay, let's
really proud of you there.
We are lagging. Like
better than Rolf Kieran, which is great.
Love that so much. I'm gonna actually up the volume of Trigger Fire. Get your project. Yeah, bro. Got a half baked. What's up, Trash Kid Joe? What's up? Where are you at on D7/A? I'm still in the first run of 8. I am on my second run of 7. I don't remember where though. I haven't even started building for the next section of 8, so maybe we can start that today. Get my project done. Yes, I did. I got it done. I ended up at 32 pages, and I got like a B on it, which I needed like a C or like a C to pass, I think. So, pass that shit. Done. Shark, what's up, man? How we doing? Yeah, I got it done. I got all my things done. I got all A's for the semester, and now I'm just trying to find it in me to have a second to chill. I haven't got there quite yet. But I have ample opportunity to find that chill, so that's good. I started a whole bunch of extra projects. One of the things I'm going to be plugging a whole bunch is I'm starting a new podcast called The Theme Machine, and I started doing interviews last week. I've interviewed a couple people that all of you will know. So tonight I got Run 7 on the slate. I interviewed ZKG, and it doesn't have anything to do with MSF. It's just other stuff, right? It's a podcast kind of about everything, right? And once Cleaning Agent's feeling a little bit better, he's on the docket as well. So I'm still looking for a couple guests. My goal is to get 12 of them recorded by December, and they're going to start getting released in January. Okay, Professor Baronet. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very excited to put them through there. But anyway, so Theme Machine podcast is coming out. It's gonna come out on like Spotify and a bunch of other stuff. Hopefully in the first half of January. But I need a couple more guests if anybody's interested and had some weird thing they want to do. So for anybody that's kind of interested, the podcast is it's just a conversation, but it is driven by AI. So I have whoever my guest is, they pick any theme that they're passionate about whatsoever. So it can be baseball, it could be Marvel Strike Force, it could be we did sci-fi, Marvel Cinematic Universe, things like that. Achieving your dreams, and then I create a conversation with AI that drives the whole thing, and it's been a lot of fun so far. So my goal is to get 12 recorded. I'm currently at 6. So. Don't forget to update your CC defenses for the new season that starts today. I absolutely need to do that. That needs to become top priority. Let's get some shit done. I have been buying the diamonds on Ultimus because I don't use my dark diamonds ever. I'm actually awake this morning. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I got a lot going on. I'm very excited. John Rogers in the house. What's up, man? But if anybody's interested or whatever, hit me up. I got, like I said, I'm interviewing Run 7. And there's some other people I've interviewed too. I said, I have 6 in. Or will be the 6th. Up means later today. I'm very excited. And you don't have to have any qualifications. There's going to be a thing at the beginning of the podcast that's like, we don't necessarily know what we're talking about, but we're talking about it. And it's going to be fun. And it has been so far, so That's cool. So, for those of you who were at the very beginning, I hit my podcast link, and I was just like, that's my old podcast, which was narrative, and it was just a lot. This one's a little bit more manageable, I think. But yeah, doing all that. Been playing Pokemon Pocket TCG, as well as Marvel Strike Force. Really, I'm letting life come back to normal is what I'm trying to do. I don't think we've quite hit it yet. I feel like I still haven't had like a day where I haven't had to do anything in months. Because even today I've got all this stuff and I have a design meeting tomorrow. It's all a whole thing, but that's great. It's great to stay busy and stuff like that. But I'm trying to find a level of chill I haven't had for a while. I would love to be interviewed. Yeah, John Rogers, I'm down. I'm down. Nice. I've been playing too. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The current event's bullshit though. I'm sorry. In Pokemon, the current flavor is for the event is you have to win consecutively, but the matchmaking is worse than Marvel Strike Force. So like when the event started, I was like level 10 or some shit, and I was battling people that are like level 40 and had like these crazy EX decks. I couldn't win at all. I got all of my decks off the internet and still couldn't win. Other than the event, I've been having a really good time with it. And even the event, I managed to get 2 consecutive wins, but that's how hard it is. The awards for the event are 2 consecutive wins, 3 and 5, maybe 4 as well. I don't know if they threw one into 4 or not, but ultimately you gotta win all this shit, and it consecutively is so fucking hard. Everybody uses Mewtwo decks. Mewtwo decks are really hard to counter, especially if you don't have Mewtwo. Actually, the deck I use is actually a counter. Actually, the last one I won was against the Mewtwo deck. But it is a Mewtwo deck counter, but it has to play perfectly, and that's crazy. But if I can get my shit in life together, I'm thinking about streaming Pokemon TCG as like a secondary thing. I was thinking about this next set of cards is like the second set of cards ever on Pokemon TCG is coming out like in a week or something. And so I was thinking about maybe trying to start that. We tried Marvel Rivals yet? It looks like our Overwatch with Marvel too. Everybody and their mother's been trying to get me to try Marvel Rivals. I just don't know. I don't know. I've watched a bunch of it because a lot of the MSF streamers play it, and my brother's played it, and all my friends play it. But I don't really dig on those kinds of games, man. I played Overwatch a little bit, but it just those what are they called? They're like sandbox arena games or whatever. I can't think. There's a name for them. They're just tough for me to get into. Not above trying it, but you know what I did get for my retro gamers out there this last week. If anybody ever remembers Sinister's Quest, sometimes he pops into the chat here. He texts me, and one of my favorite PlayStation 1 games was remastered and put on PlayStation 5. Soul Reaver 1 and 2. So I have 2 on PS2. But I used to have Soul Reaver 1. It was the first M game I ever played, and I had it on PlayStation 1. And they remastered that, and I bought that. It was $30. $30 you get Soul Reaver 1 and 2, and it actually has additional content as well. So I got that, and I want to say I've been playing that. I've only sat down and played it one time because of how little time I've had, and I played it for like an hour. But it's awesome. I fucking love Soul Reaver. Like even the small amount of time I played it was all the nostalgic dopamine, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, $30, 2 games. They're the crazy deep vampire lore. There's like the whole thing is about an eldritch god, like reviving a dead vampire. Sick. Good lord, that's a blast from. Yeah, dude. Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, all those things. That was the line. You had Soul Reaver 1 and 2. You have Blood Omen. I also have Blood Omen on PS. The only one I don't still have is Soul Reaver on PlayStation 1. I don't know where it went. I think there might be a 3 out there somewhere too. But if there is, I didn't play it. Ooh, do I still have a battle? Nope. Who did it? Ooh, what dirty motherfucker? There we go. We found it. How's the next season of CC looking? Oh, my camera bugged out. Hold on. Let me fix that. Let me fix that.
Go ahead and eat your peach.
Let's help a brother out. But yeah, so Soul Reaver. I'm trying to think what else I've been doing. Just really working. I'm trying to redo the backyard. So I've been drafting out a setup for the backyard, but I'm not super happy with it just yet. But I want to actually start putting it in place, like going and buying stuff for the backyard on Tuesday. Like I ultimately got a lot of work to do, and I don't have any time to do it. I really need to get this design figured out for a show. I've been redoing my office as well. So it sounds, yeah, my lack of chill is 100% my fault, by the way. I was complaining about not having any time. It's been 100% my fault. But regardless, we're thriving and surviving right now. I'm thankful for the calm of the now. Here we'll hit this right, just in case I can't get on later. We're not using our power cores on anything right now. Probably the most power cores I've ever had at one time, quite frankly. How's everybody else doing on MSF? How's it? How we feeling? How we doing? I'm 2-1 the past like 3 weeks. And since this is the new one, I'm probably gonna go 0-3. Like you're throwing life away. Hey, you fall asleep because your boss gave you away. Boy, I love this. Is going so hot. I updated this today and it is slow as shit. The game sucks right now, but I recently unlocked Odin, so that's cool. The game does suck right now. I'm playing 3 mobile games as we speak, and this is my least favorite one. But there's so much history in it still. I'm just like, it's fine. But yeah, I haven't been pushing for Odin almost at all. I unlocked a new Emma yesterday. Hell yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to skip Stream Raiders today. I thought about doing it. But we got a lot to do. And I keep talking and stop playing. There's that. What's the other 2? Monopoly Go and Pokemon Pocket TCG. Monopoly Go is kind of... understand why it's fun, but it's kind of lit. My wife, my brother, and I have been playing it a lot, and we like trade stickers if it's trading cards. And it's super easy to play. You don't gotta think about it. And I know it's owned by Scopely, and Scopely's fucking this game up, but Monopoly Go's lit. Started playing because Row of Gilead had a sponsorship, and I downloaded it, and I was like, I'll just help him out. And then, boy, I ain't stopped playing it. I was just gonna play it for the sponsorship, and I never put it down. Real Bubba Hotep was playing it for a little bit. I think he weaned himself off of it though. But it's fun, dude. I don't know what it is, man. It's fun. I got all 3 of them. All of them are on my LD player. They need to take it small. Open. I guess it doesn't want to open, but there it is, right. There's Strike Force, Pokemon Pocket TCG, Monopoly Go. That's an ad, but it sounds pretty fun. What the hell? There we go. Too close to the edge. I've got to log into my Monopoly Go later. Dude, Monopoly Go's lit, bro. I don't know why. It's so easy. Like, usually when I'm working, like if I'm grading papers or I'm drafting or something, I'll have Monopoly Go just rolling next to my computer. I'll just wait and it'll be like, shut down, question mark, and I'll be like, click. That's it. That's all you got to do. Go through a store really quick. Dude, we are lagging like crazy. I really don't know why either. Nothing's really different. Okay, we have Emma unlocked. The only one I'm going to pull individuals on is the Ancient One or Kahori. Oh no, just Kahori. We're doing very poor on our Kahori pulls. Very poorly indeed. We probably have 20 shards of hers. This will tell. 34. Yeah, not great. Might be worth actually hitting this guy up a little bit, see if we can't get her a little further along. I don't really know a good reason not to. Sage Orb. Alright, I officially snoozed the ads the last time, so in like 5 minutes there'll be an ad. Did what I could, y'all. But I need the pennies. And these because Satan, I guess, I don't know. Definitely need gold. Trading mats have been a problem. I think that's probably the same for everybody. Everything is weighted really wrong as far as that's concerned. Also, if you haven't picked up Pokemon Pocket TCG and you like just collectors, well, Kieran with the raid. My voice cracks so hard when I said that. Rolf, my dude, how's it going?
Assemble.
How you doing, bro? I was on your stream for a bit. Oh, good. I got a 12 spot over
just
there.
give it a pipe.
We're going through dailies, and we're gonna do like.
You know what?
I have a Frosty feature to do today, and we really need to set up Cosmic Crucible defenses. Probably there. I'll just buy anything. Tomorrow ends, right? Tomorrow ends stuff, man. Don't wanna end up on a overstretched with too many turkeys left over. I'm gonna go down to like 20 right now. Well, I'll wait for another one, but time to start dumping those. 100%. Whoa! This isn't right, is it? 1? Why did I think it was like 100? I've been buying those, but I don't know if I want to. I did my comic collection this week. What'd you add? That's cool. Actually, so one of the things I read in my office is how I store my comics. I've got this like shelf that goes along the bottom over here because they're too heavy. But they're on the floor. Well, they're not on the floor, but they're on a thing. Rolf Kier, what's up, man? Have you set your Cosmic Crucible defenses yet, my guy? My Cosmic Crucible defenses for this last season were pretty solid, actually. I only changed it once, and it was like after the first week. I did pretty good overall. I mean, I was knocked back into gold, but I went 2-1, I think, almost every single week. So I haven't looked, but I gotta be right on the, I should have been right on the edge of flat. Frosty going to copy Rolf's CC homework. Oh, I never copy Rolf's homework because Rolf always has the characters I don't have. It's not a thing. Instead, Rolf helps me cheat, right? Rolf creates a whole, I have no set defense. Rolf creates a whole new defense thing for Frosty. What if Rogue possessed the power of Thor? Oh, that's cool. That's a cool one. It's neat. That sounds cool. I like a lot of the what ifs. Set defense. What do we got? 245. See if there's something worth upgrading. 245. I don't think there's really anything here I want. Okay. Nothing in there. Nothing. And I've been saving these for my DD8. Okay, so we've got all that. How we doing on these? We're down to raids and we're down to... Okay, great. So now we can kind of do other things. So let's do a little pop-in. We need to knock out some campaign energies. All the campaign energies. So... Wait. Learn to count, Frosty. Learn to count, Frosty! I have an extensive What If collection. Nice. The What If comics are freaking awesome. And no, you don't know me. Alright. So we need to spend Astral, and we need to spend... This is the most important one. Put a 50 refresh these bad boys. Beautiful. Company. Yeah. And I've been doing this one for the sigils. Is what those called? The sigils? Esoteric glyph? Esoteric glyph. Not that it's like super mega detrimental to my current situation, but better than the other shit, man. Use our astral energy, which actually I realized that I needed to finish going through this. I never actually went through this because I mean in 2 I should be able to do 2. I get some decent shit, but I'm not gonna do that right now because we have plenty to do today, and maybe that's not what we focus our time and effort on. Do that later. Okay. So that is setting us up right. Yes. So in DD, this is what we were talking about before in Dark Dimension. I'm currently on run 2 as well because I keep forgetting to attack. Dark Dimension 7. I'm in Global, so I need to not forget to attack because Jesus Christ. And then I am in Dark Dimension 8. And I'm on non-legendary Global Hero, the first node. And I need to do Global Villain. So I still haven't even tried to build for that. So I would like to do that really quick. So let's look up Global. Did I spell villain wrong? Yep. Villain. The non-legendary Global Villain. I assume APOC fits that. I guess it makes more sense to do this. Manage. Create. If anybody wants to throw what they use to get through it in DD8, I would love to know. I assume these are the correct answers. This feels right. Feels like a pretty damn good option, as long as I assume it said these non-legendaries mythic. I assume APOC's good, so is this legit for? Is it anybody got an opinion for DD8? I think APOC's already ready. I'll look at it like this and see what we're doing. APOC's already there. Leader's on his way, but everybody else still needs the ISO treatment. Yeah, this is starting to get confusing. I don't actually know what everybody's for, which is cool. Pretty awesome. But I don't know, this feels pretty decent to me, I would think. Wait, I'm waiting for confirmation. Anybody out there? Hello. Been dread. Are y'all hearing the redemptions, by the way? I see that we've done a few, but I haven't heard them. I just turned it up a lot. I still not heard it. Maybe I shouldn't have turned it up. Maybe. Holy cow, that's loud. Oh, okay. We'll pop that down. I think I turned it up for y'all. Here, tell me how this is. Let me do it.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too
How loud is
scared.
that?
Just grab your thunder buddy and say these magic words. Fuck you, thunder, you can suck my dick. You can't get me, thunder, cause you're just God's farts.
Is that better? I guess I'm just gonna go with this. I don't feel bad about putting investment into these dudes. Probably get 30% louder than you are. One more. We'll do Arnold again because yelling is the way. This is the way. Oh, it's on cooldown. We won't. We'll do America because America. How's that? Turned it down a little bit more. I messed with it because I couldn't hear it myself. But that's not how this works. Half-baked. What's up, man? I already said hi, but you were on here earlier. But those emotes are cool. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this. No one seems to have an opinion, so fuck it. We're gonna start building into this a little bit. Take it back. Don't take it back. Oh, I forgot you could do this. You can go faster. You have the technology. Just chilling, my man. Just chilling. Hell yeah, bro. Nemesis Gaming in the house. What's up, bro? Need to give a shout out. I don't know if I shouted out anybody at. Good, man. How's it going? Sleep in your room. Okay. How are we doing here? We can go to. Looks like we can go to 2 purple. Do that. We're building for DD8, and then we're gonna look at our Cosmic Crucible defenses, and then we'll do Frosty features, Ancient ones. Finally getting back to the Frosty features. Hold on.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it.
There we go. That's probably important that we make sure we're on the right the right things before we start pulling a bunch of triggers here. Down me. Okay, I'm just gonna worry about focusing on these 3 right now. So, I think what we're gonna do. What we got? We got Blaster. This isn't gonna work like this. We got Blaster. We've got Brawler. Support. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go with. All right, I'm gonna start off with Namor and try to see how close we can get him to 3. You set your Crucible Defense. I'm gonna do it right after this, midnight. Right after this. Sleepers for the week. Has Half-Baked? Have you been up for a long time? Me out in the chat! Exclamation Pokey Catch. Pokey Catch. All right. So let's look at this. Do we have any? We do. We have 7. Great. E3 Brawler. Okay, we gotta be careful with this one. Okay, and we'll, you know, we're gonna open these one at a time because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we'll fuse that. So we need diamonds and we need circles. So I need two circles. And one diamond, 2 circles. There we go. 1 diamond, 2 circles. Okay, here we go. There's a diamond. We're still looking for 2 circles. looking for circles in all the wrong places. Wanna jump assholes so I can smash faces. We got one. We need one more. One more circle. Come on. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Question number 1. If you had to pick 10 TV shows that are the most binge-worthy that have at least 3 seasons, what would they be? That's a very specific question, Nem. At least 3 seasons, huh? Bro, I have no idea. But immediately my brain went to anime, but I don't know. 3 seasons is tough. There's my last one. I would go Naruto. Count both Shippuden and Naruto and Shippuden together. We'll do Naruto. We'll do. I've been thinking a lot about Naruto. What We Do in the Shadows is hilarious. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Daredevil. Daredevil counts. Daredevil for sure. Loved that shit. Pretty sure it has 3 seasons. Digimon Adventures. All 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if that can count for 1 or count that then Naruto counts for 1 and then I'll be at 7. We'll go Digimon Adventures. And that we did Namor. We'll do Iron Patriot closer. Okay, we're gonna continue on the blaster orbs here. We're gonna go one at a time. I didn't look at what I needed. Netflix Daredevil was awesome. It sure was. It sure was. I love that shit. So good. That's 4. Most of the shows, that the thing that you don't know, Nam, for me, I prefer shows that have 1 season. So you have caught me in a weird. You caught me good. I've been really digging Black Clover. I'm gonna go with Black Clover. The Flash is pretty good, better than the movie. Nice. I didn't watch The Flash. I thought about it. Definitely thought about it. I'm at 5. Need 5 more. Most of my favorite shows are 1 season. I don't think I could repeatedly take the blow of a 1 season cliffhanger. Well, sometimes they actually end. They're like well-written stories. That's what I look for. Shit like that. Let's see. Man. Bunch of sitcoms. I like sitcoms. I could probably fill out the last 5 like that. Be like Scrubs, New Girl, How I Met Your Mother's amazing until the last episode. So I'm going with How I Met Your Mother. Because I can just sit and watch those. Big Bang Theory, I quite like. A lot of people are always like, how do you like that show? Because it's funny. It's fucking funny. I don't think Punisher has a 3rd season. The Boys, well, I don't know if I would binge The Boys. Okay, hold on. I gotta actually pay attention to what I'm doing here. I need 1 more. So, what's another one I just like to sometimes watch again? Sometimes, like, very rarely I will rewatch a show. Umbrella Academy. I quite like Umbrella Academy. I'm gonna go with that. That's 10. That way I can concentrate. Alright, so I need 2 diamonds, 1 circle, 2 diamonds, 1 circle. Sounds familiar. 2 diamonds, 1 circle. Here we go. There's 2 diamonds. Just need the circle. Wait, head, come on. Come on, RNGesus. 1 circle. There we go. We're doing pretty good. Alright, we're out of ions. Surprise. Okay. That's where we've built so far, but that's a pretty damn good start. Letterkenny, Trailer Park Boys. Trailer Park Boys is pretty funny. As soon as it becomes a cartoon, though, I stopped watching it, so I haven't seen anything past that. There's the Frosty list. Naruto Shippuden. I said all of Naruto, including Shippuden, but that's okay. Not Boruto. What We Do in the Shadows, yes. Daredevil. 4 Digimon Adventures 1 through 3, yes. Digimon Adventures Try is probably one of the saddest fucking, like, it's one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know if there's a dub of that. I should rewatch it. Black Clover, Scrubs, New Girl, How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang, and Umbrella Academy. Yeah, I dig that. Trailer Park Boys is good. It's so funny. It's just as soon as they went to the LSD thing when they're in the prison, I didn't find that funny at all. So that's where we're at with that. We're only at 8:30, so we've got plenty of time to do other things. I say let's go ahead and do some DD attacks. That way we don't forget to do them later. Dexter's good. Breaking Bad I never actually watched. Walking Dead I peeled out in like the second or third season. Dude, who are we building right now? That's the real question. I feel like I was building on Astral. I've also been hesitating on building Man-Thing because I've just been using Mephisto. Walking Hate, what's up, man? Been a minute. We're talking about favorite series. Yeah, we were talking about top 10 most binge-worthy series. I could watch Digimon straight, all the way through one sitting. I love Digimon Adventures. Ozark, Stranger Things. Oh, Stranger Things. Stranger Things is a great one. Game of Thrones, The Boys, The 100, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I rewatch that all the time. I didn't even think about that. That's a great one. Parks and Rec, absolutely. Yeah, I kind of want to. I feel Avatar and Parks and Rec want to become part of my 10. Those are great. Those are great. It's not a top 100. Okay, so I don't even know who we're building anymore. What is life? Let's try to do Dark Dimension attacks, and then we'll do Cosmic Crucible Defense. I'm not convinced this is gonna go very well because it feels like this is gonna be laggy as shit. This is what we've been using for global. It's kind of here and there. Which one isn't? Is it what? Oh, the Walking Hate. Oh, Sesame Street, number 1. Binge that bitch. Dare ya. I dare you. Ryu. Killer Tofu. These fucking Sentinels, bro. Okay, we're not as laggy as I thought we would be. The menus are so laggy right now. This isn't like smooth, but still. Dragon Ball. I thought about throwing Dragon Ball Z in mine, but that's pretty binge worthy because of how fucking long it is. But it's definitely worth to watch. Dragon Ball all the way to Super. We need to get rid of some of these Sentinels. I think that's a big problem. Let me get at this motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker! Hold on. Every time I do this, Captain Britain dies so fast. Watch One Piece. Yeah, and One Piece is pretty good. One Piece, I've watched through like episode like 600 or something. Hard to rewatch some of the older stuff, but the new shit is amazing. For DVD or One Piece. Mostly Reddit, but I love it so much. It really is. It's pretty consistently good. This motherfucker. You just get higher. You need to stop sucking. You need to stop sucking right now, Captain Britain. Jesus Christ. Okay, you're done. You're dead. Okay? What else? What else is in this?
I don't understand really much now.
Finisher's Quest, 32 months. Hot damn, man. Thank you so much. The Tournament of Power, oh my god. Dude, it's so good. Dragon Ball Super just really went for it. Eddie, chill. Hey, man. There's a lot going on, man. And PDA's been pissing me off, and I keep dying so fucking fast. Where is that team? Right there. Okay, I'm gonna bring Hank up. This is who I'm investing in. You can't stop me. Fuck it. Can't afford that. Can't afford that shit. Can't afford that shit. And the milestones suck. All the things suck. I don't feel like gear tier 19ing at the Illuminati are a bad move, though. They'll still be pretty I assume they'll still be pretty viable in the Cosmic Crucible this season. That's how you dance to that music, bitches. I didn't know. I was looking at my other screen and I didn't notice you redeemed that. And then I heard the music in the redemption and my brain was like, that's not in this song. Gold. I was waiting for the gold to be like a minion or some shit. I definitely don't need Spider Slayer orbs. Or stars. That's sad. That was a sad thing that just happened there. Right on screen, right in front of everybody. Get me. Alright, try that again. We said, Captain Britain, get your shit together, you big old biatch. Maybe he won't die immediately. Fuck yeah, it's great. Oh man. Question number 2. Aliens landed. You were the one assigned to get them food, but only drive-through restaurants. Where are you taking them, and what are you ordering? Well, this is heavily dependent on where I meet these aliens. So now I'm going to need to know that. If I'm here, I can't take them to like In-N-Out or something like that. I feel like In-N-Out needs to be on the list. Or, you know, so I think location matters, right? Are Whataburgers available? Culver's. Haynes. Captain B is a glass cannon. Well, he needs to stop being so motherfucking glass. That's what I'm saying right now. And he's white. Well, you might be whiter than cleaning agent. Whiter than cleaning? How so? I'm American. You don't get whiter than a Canadian, okay? I got Culver's right by my house. Nice, dude. Americans aren't white. Then it is an ex-Canadian. See, this is how this has been going. Told me to build this team. Damn it.
Midnight_52 Chid X1. They're pasty as fuck, yeah. There's no sun in Canada, only snow.
Hold on. I need to actually kill something. Yeah! I'm a reformed Canadian, can confirm. They went from two extremes. You went from Canada to South Texas. Or not South Texas. Central Texas? Geography's not my strong suit. I'm mixed, so I'm technically not white, but definitely white at the same time. I'm white. Don't get me wrong. Don't say I'm more white than a Canadian, okay? I've got some motherfucking patriotic pride. Somewhere deep down in the depths of my soul, I'm a fucking American. America? Fuck yeah! I cry red, white, and blue, and I throw my Coors into the fire right next to my goddamn truck. I'm telling you what. You don't live in the heart of Arkansas like I do, without just The hand dance still got me laughing. Frosty burps. You can sometimes hear an eagle. Or a fucking razorback. Go hogs. That was whiter than cream cheese. Hinted with a color. Of course. You can make cream cheese in different colors. So, I win. I missed it. What restaurant are you taking the aliens to? Nim, you gotta give me a location that I meet the aliens in, and I can answer the question. I need the specificity of these questions demands that I meet them at a specific location. Am I meeting them where I'm currently at? Am I in the north? Am I in the west? Do they want coffee? Right? Because if I took anywhere the first time to get some coffee, I would take them to Dutch Bros if it was fast food style, but that's not available where I'm at. Meet them in your home seat, a whole different ballgame, right? So, fast food, meeting them where I'm currently at. Dude, these fucking Sentinels, what the fuck? I'm a U.S. Army combat. I'm OD green for life. There you go. Hell yeah. I'm the son of a combat vet. That's awesome. Thank you for your service, John Rogers. We've talked about that before. That's awesome. Remember, it has to be direct. Yeah, so, okay. Alright, so. I'm gonna do all the meals, right? Breakfast, Whataburger, honey butter chicken biscuits are unrivaled in fast food breakfast. It's a fact. Honey butter chicken biscuits. If you haven't had it, don't even fucking try to debate that without having the honey butter chicken biscuits for breakfast for Whataburger. You're wrong. So that's breakfast. Lunch, where I'm at, fast food. Whataburger's a good choice. David's Burgers for lunch. One of the best burgers. There's, depending on where you are in the U.S., where I'm at, David's Burgers probably the best of the burgers. God, this sucks, man. But I'm pretty sure I'm not killing anybody. Yeah, Checkers is good. We have Rallies here, but it's the same thing. Oh man, I love David. Yeah, David's Burgers is good. That is fast food drive-through number 2. And for Din Din, we'll go with, we have drive-throughs for fancy places now though, so Popeye's chicken for dinner. End it with just like the greasiest Cajun fries, spicy. Get a family bucket size. Like, go for it. Waylon needs Jesse. Take them to a combo Taco Pizza Bell / Pizza Hut, or Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. Pizza Bell. Those are that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And for coffee, we'll go with 7 Brew. Fill them up on Popeye's biscuits. They won't invade if they taste that shit. Take them to Taco Cabana, get them all drive-through margaritas. Drive-through margaritas are not a thing in the state of Arkansas. Can't even buy alcohol where I'm at. KFC, Popeyes is garbage. You know, you're the first person I've ever heard have that take. Those damn Sentinels always seem to go hard off defense. Yeah, what the fuck? Like, mine don't do that. I'm gonna stay on this absorbing man just to see if I can get a kill. He's the one with defense up, and I'm doing more damage to him than the Sent. That's the real fucking problem. Waylon needs Jesse. Every time needs you. Why did you bring Captain Britain here? He's a piece of shit. I don't like the flavor on Popeye stuff. I tried it once, gagged me, never winning it. Bro, I fuck with Popeyes hard. My wife really hates Popeyes. So anytime she's working, she's like, just pick up dinner for yourself or whatever. I go to Popeyes for every time. Their fries are amazing. Their biscuits are amazing. And the freaking spicy chicken, bro. Wow. Love it. Not spicy, but it tastes good. Aliens invade. They're They are only not gonna kill us if they get Chick-fil-A. Unfortunately, it's a Sunday. Yeah, it's today. It's not an option. I don't eat at Chick-fil-A. Mashed potatoes are good. Oh yeah, Popeyes. Yeah, their mashed potatoes are fire. Hey, I will say, because we talked about KFC earlier, KFC's potatoes are superior. That, in my opinion, that's the only thing at KFC that's better. KFC's potatoes are probably some of the best potatoes on the planet. And I believe they're powdered potatoes. I drive for work, so I'm all take out fooded out. They all nasty in their own way, to be honest. Well, so walking hate with that, I mean, some of those like regional spots, do you not like frequent some of those so you can get a little variety, like Culver's, In-N-Out, things like that. Southern Classic, like if I had to pick my favorite chicken place, Southern Classic Chicken is the best one. But there's not one around here. Churches is probably number 2, but I don't. There might be a Churches in town, but I don't. If there is, I don't know where it is. Popeyes is on my way home. Taco Bell, never go wrong there. I'm biased because I'm from Southeast Louisiana, which spawned Popeyes and Raising Cane's. You're from South, so I went to college. I went to college in Natchitoches. I wasn't paying attention to that. Popeye's original chicken is ass, but their spicy chicken fucks. Well, I don't eat their original chicken, but their spicy chicken is fucking good. Question 3: you can take any TV show character and beat them with a bag of nickels. Who would you choose? Oh god, there's a very long list of these. A TV show character that I would beat the crap out of. There's a lot of kids from movies. A lot of kids. I've beat a lot of kids up. I'm assuming I don't go to jail from this, so it's probably going to be a child. So heads up, kids are the worst. Especially in media, kids are the worst. I like your random questions. You got to be there if I stream again. Yeah, I know. These are pretty awesome. Nemesis goes out of his way to make sure other streamers' streams aren't boring. It's truth. It's truth. White Castle is exactly for you. That's a good example, John Rogers. I forgot White Castle existed. There's not one even close. Even close. That I would beat with a bag of nickels, huh? What TV show character would I beat with a bag of nickels? Oh wait, I thought it was DD7. Hold on, I'm chewing on it. I'm chewing on it. Pick one to just drag out and beat the fuck out of. Now hold on, there's a strategic way to go about this, right? There's also in the proposal I win in this fight, right? Automatically is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm understanding, is that I win in this fight. Cersei Lannister. I may be looking for a home soon. I don't know how far up the ladder I want to go. Oh yeah, def a one-sided fight. Yeah, okay, yeah. So if I get to win, I'm gonna pick anyone from Highlander so I get their power. Isn't that how that works? I want to benefit from this dub, right? Or yeah. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go. Are there any top 50 allies that aren't crazy? Alliances that aren't crazy? Oh god. Probably not. Got exposed. I was kind of hoping to land a stun. I think we'll be alright. Just gotta keep poking at her. That's not the best thing to happen. Luckily, we didn't have a whole bunch of buffs. LOL, there can only be one strategy. Yeah, like, why not, you know... I could beat somebody that's annoying, or I could benefit from it and gain some powers or something, right? Or, ooh, hold on. Hold on. God, I can't remember the character's name. I would beat the crap out of one of the dudes from Seed, because when you win in the anime Seed, when you beat somebody, you get so much money, right? So if you beat one of the rich people in Seed, you get millions of dollars. That's the way. Then I can build my own Iron Man suit. Homelander is a lock for that blanket party. I do think it. I do think Highlander thing would be good too, though. Just immortality. No, I'd still go with that. I'm gonna go with anyone from Highlander, as long as I get the power. Wait, you do voices, bro? So do I. Yeah, yes, I do. I took the. I used to have voice redemptions on my channel, but I took them off because when I would do them, everybody would leave. Oh, we got the stun that time. That's much better. And you put a target on your back now. Don't do Elmo. No, that's what I'm saying. Everybody leaves. When I do voices, everybody leaves. It's a weird thing. People will pay me for voices, but when I stream, people leave when I do voices. There's a weird balance. Is there still a redemption? What made you ask that? Did I do one? Sometimes I do them on accident. Yeah, no, I took it off the channel point redemptions because I swear to God, I would legitimately lose half the people watching anytime I did a voice. Which I always thought when I started streaming, I thought that would be the thing people came for, because I can do like pretty decent impressions and stuff. But nope, I need to incorporate more voices into my shit. I just read your tweet, Twitch. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I have done work. I've done not much and nothing anybody would have seen, but I've done like voice work before. Writer, gamer, and voice actor. Yeah, that's right. This isn't going well at all. So that's cool. I'm debating if not getting any. We're not making any real moves here. I'm wondering if is it worth just killing the Ronin? Sometimes in Dark Dimension, if it's like you can't make it work, just kill somebody. Right? It's less DPS on the other side of the field. I still think, no matter what, stunning. If I can land the stun on MILF, that's right. I almost killed her. Question number 4. Curate a list of your favorite Marvel characters using the letters B, Q, R, U, E, and J with no duplicate. Write that shit down. B, Q, R, U, E, and J. So my favorites that start on each of those letters. Okay, we're gonna try. Hold on. We're gonna try to stun MILF. Okay, we got that again. Now instead of, I'm also tempted to just try to focus. Well, let's. We're gonna focus Cosmic Ghost Rider, see if we can get lucky enough to kill one. That'll be a much bigger help than Ronin. Oh, we got one. Okay, there we go. We got one. We can get the other one. If we get the other one, we might actually be able to live. Because they're the ones that are really fucking us here in this next bit. Yeah, right there. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna try the other Cosmic Ghost Rider because the other one didn't ult. That one ulted. Okay, B, Q, R, U, E, and J. Okay. Favorite Marvel characters. I'm gonna bitch out on a couple of these. Ultron. Go J. Jonah Jameson. That was actually real. He was gonna be real tough, man. Oh, wait, hold on. Singing Quantum Bands. I was like, what's Wonder Man's name? Quantum Man, right? Go for the stun. And then we're gonna focus this Cosmic Ghost Rider, right? He be the problem. Oh, we weren't able to drop him like we were the other one. Doesn't matter. Oh, what? How's he not dead? How did he not die? I called big old bullshit on that. Oh, well, he's dead now. Do we keep it? Do we keep it? Do we keep it? Do we keep it? We got another drop? Dude, I swear to God, this is like one of the first DD, like, Dark Dimensions where there's always a fucking drop when you kill somebody. Usually I feel like you clear a wave before there's a drop. Oh, I gotta finish it. That's fine. We killed some of the Cosmic Ghost Riders and got to another drop. I mean, that helps. Alright. So B, let's do B. It has to start with it. Does that have to start with it, Nemesis, or does it just need to be like a prominent letter? So like for B, could I use Aurora Borealis or not? Like running through all these different. Start with the letter. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. He was tough, man. Oh, let's get R. Well, R is obviously Rogue, right? Because it's an easy answer, but it is a. She's right. She's behind me, right there, right? Which actually makes me think B is Beta Ray Bill, who's also behind me. Cool. We just need E and Q. Q's gonna be tough, man. To get a queen. The not included in the restriction. Oh, so it could be the. Okay. Let's see. I'm tempted to actually refresh it. Oh yeah, we were maxed out. Let's do it. We'll do another attack here. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think of the Q. I should knock out the E. E. He's pretty tough. I picked pretty well-known characters for all these as well. Let's see.
Hey, listen,
Hey.
It didn't mean anything, okay? I'm sorry.
See if we can get this other Cosmic Ghost Rider out of the... Damn, what the fuck Black Knight is just useless. What the hell is that? Man. Okay, you're gonna get distracted. No, this is the distraction I need to actually do. This is what I'm here for. That's the thing I'm doing. E, man. Looking for some inspiration. After this, we're going to do Cosmic Crucible defenses. We need to really bad. E, man. E. E is tough. Can I look up how something's spelled? I'm trying to think of some names. I don't know if I've got any really good top of my head a really good have to do this. America! What's going on? I don't call him a Ghost Rider. I don't know if that's gonna help or hurt. Damn, bro. E. I think I should be able to think of an E pretty easy, but I'm just not coming. Okay, we'll take this. We killed 2. We got rid of a Cosmic Ghost Rider, and we ended up killing the Ronin just by proxy. So we'll put a little. If we get another turn, we'll put it on Star Brand just for funsies. Oh, man, man. Oh. Okay, let's look at Cosmic Crucible defenses. Has anybody got a good video up or something I can kind of base off of? E, huh? Up top, that's a good one. Let's pull that sucker up. Saw you on the surface, but on the inside of retreat. Cover up my scars. But you have a nemesis in your chat. He's a CC monster. Yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to taking help from the chat. All right, let's see. Let's do the up dog. That's not even kind of how you spell that. After the videos went out, room 4 was changed, so just keep an eye on that. Oh, what's up, Flint? Or Flint's mom's boyfriend. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Only need me to find your game and don't be sorry. Oh, for Dorky released one 2 hours ago. I will say, historically, not to... Sometimes when I use Updog stuff, I get my ass stomped. My strategies work for me, but not everyone else. That's fair. Oh, Midnight 71. A little faster. Here, let me get this pulled up. Scream at you to leave. Let me get this, let me get a window capture going. Easier than killing you. Pause the music. A lot going on right here.
How's it going, everybody? Desir here, and we are here to discuss.
Oh, you sent me Desir, not Updog.
Crucible. We have the defense options video for you guys. So in these videos, I like to give several options as far as how you can actually set up your defense for the upcoming season. Now, this is an evolving list. This is just going to be like the initial impressions, if you will. Now, the way we're going to start out with this is going to be the global list. So in here, it's going to be the joint operation, and whoever the future team is going to be, on assist, they're going to be gaining safeguard. So this is actually very impactful. If you guys are not aware, safeguard is a very powerful buff, and because that is a buff, this has a very specific room that I'm going to be seeing.
It's so fucking dumb that team doesn't exist yet.
Lays out. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna turn off the camera. We're gonna go through the room 1 through 6, and I'll kind of give my initial impressions, what I'm going to be doing. My team's going to be in the red box, so that you're going to be able to see what I plan to use during this. The infographics for this are going to be available on my Discord channel. That's going to be in the description below. That's going to probably come out probably Saturday, So that way it gives you time to watch the video, kind of share it, kind of get me a little bit more exposure. If you guys can share the video, that would be fantastic if you guys do enjoy this. So let's go ahead and start with the video now.
God damn it. Yeah, bitch! Wasn't supposed to go into the game, but, you know, Scopely. That's fair.
For stage 1, Invulnerable. This room is going to be Raider and Skirmisher characters. They're going to do an extra 200% more damage when they fall under 50% health. There's going to be a very specific character that you see on here, which is Thanos Endgame. He is a very powerful character where when you knock him below 50% health, his passive is going to trigger. He's going to remove all of your buffs, including Safeguard, and he's going to do a lot of damage. Now, if you make him a Raider for this, that's going to be very devastating.
I got a feeling that extreme X-Men Rogue Dorm situation is going to probably be what I have.
When Gambit drops under 50% health, he would use his ultimate and basically delete your entire team. This is going to be done basically by a health trigger, which he also heals off of, so you're going to have to face that multiple times. So having the Annihilators in here is going to be very dangerous. Now, who I plan to use with this is going to be
not use chapters,
who is a very strong character, basically one-man army. I do plan to make her a Raider for this room. That way, if she does end up surviving the initial barrage, she's going to be at low health. You're going to come back in, and you're going to have to deal with that extra damage right off the bat with those 2 turns. So Annihilators, Kahori, and currently, at the end of the season that we just finished, Season 11, Super Skrull was a very powerful 5th member of that team. Now, I plan to use Ms. Marvel Classic in here. However, I think Super Skrull is going to be a very strong character in here as well. The buffs on Sponge, where making Super Skrull go is going to be very powerful, and the turn meter rewinds that can end up happening for this is going to be a pain to deal with, and this is what I plan to use in Phase 1. Other teams that can work in here are going to be the Illuminati team, or if you want, add in Odin, add in Black Knight, do your pre-taunt in here. That could be very dangerous as well, to where the team, as they start getting knocked under health, they have a great sustain to where they can heal back up, and they're going to be bouncing above and below that 50% threshold, to where this is going to be a very difficult team to take out as well. The Night Stalkers do have the drain mechanic in here. They hit very hard, making several of those members Raider, who I have anyways, besides Blade. That could be very powerful in here as well. However, I do think Night Stalkers is going to be an offensive weapon in here. Now, the Extreme X-Men, as I mentioned before, having it to where Gambit can get knocked under the 50% health, or Nightcrawler, then they kind of get their ultimates off, and that can basically ruin your entire team. So those are other options that you could end up putting in here as well.
I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to hop around a little bit, because he's got Astral, Black Knight. Raider Endgame is going to be rough. Yeah, he doesn't give ISOs here. Motherfucker saying Medusa, she ain't even in the game yet. Is she in the game? She been released? That's the same team. We've got Orcus plus Emma for some reason. Orcus Emma is kind of interesting. I think let's oh wait, hold on, I did that wrong. Here, I'm gonna do my normal thing. I'm gonna clear this out really quick. So the way when I typically set my Cosmic Crucible defenses, I will clear this out just so I can deal with this shit later. So as a reminder, I know it's probably weird seeing some of the teams on here, but my defense was putting in fucking work. Nobody one shot full cleared me almost the entire season, which is great. No, it's for a whole season consideration. Oh, okay, I see. You finished the Marvel list of characters? No. He will go Electro. Doesn't need a Q. Let's pop this back up. What I was gonna go, I'm interested in this Emma Frost situation. So it's Orcus minus Omega Sentinel. Need LDS in here. And then it has this new Emma Frost. who is currently being built by me, but that's fine. And then the move here is to set people to Raider and Skirmisher, right? No. This is number 2. Use the ultimate ability to generate one. Okay, yeah, generating ability energies. That's what it is. And then we're gonna copy. This layout he's got here. Room 1, TEG, Gore. What is TEG? Gladiator. What's up, Fussy Part 79? TEG. Not coming up. Thanos ending. Oh, thank you. Room 1, Thanos Endgame, Gore, Gladiator, Sus, Kahori. I don't have Kahori, so it's not an option. That's the thing with Room 1 right now. That's the thing with Room 1. Let's see, what else do we got moving? Let's move to Room 3. Future team. He's got Orcus Mephisto here, which would disrupt. Can use Ultimus instead. Let's see. When a positive effect is applied to a character, increase the duration of all the positive effects on allies of that character by +1 up to a max of 3. When a negative effect is applied to a character, increase the duration of all negative effects on allies of that character up to a max of 3. You can use Ultimus instead in the skirmisher room. So in using Thanos Endgame Glory Gladiator, so it's Annihilate. So in Room 1 it would be Annihilators. I think that's fair. So it would be Annihilator Sus for me, right? I don't think that seems like a bad move, honestly. At least for now. We can fix it later. And we just got to make sure that we are making sure that we do not we have attack teams. That's going to be the real trick. Yeah. Oh wait, we need raiders and skirmishers, right? That's the big thing. Raider and skirmisher characters. Okay, so what league are you in? I'm in freaking gold 3 because Satan. I might be in plat. I don't know if I've changed. Here, we need to update ISOs. I'm pretty sure I'm still in gold 3. I'm in plat 1. I was doing pretty good for a while, and I hadn't been really tracking it. So at some point I got promoted to plat 1, which is that's fine. Glad can say his fort. Okay, so we need raiders and skirmisher, raider, striker. Okay, so Thanos Endgame. I need to find something. I'll put raider on. So is Thanos Endgame? Is there any legitimacy in putting skirmisher on him? Or I mean, if Thanos Endgame is so important in the room, what do we feel? What is it? Question 5: which restaurant has the best hash browns? Probably a controversial opinion, but in my opinion, it's McDonald's. Skirmisher to throw people off. Okay, I was thinking skirmisher, but I'm not really sure why. Because his tap attack doesn't. His big ass ping doesn't exactly do anything to help with that, right? Is there will any of the because I always feel like I feel like Raider is the move with him though. Because we want him to hit to crit more. I'm gonna go with Raider. I did Raider. I'm gonna go with Raider. I just that feels right. That feels right in my lizard brain. Oh shit! I'm missing some real crucial components here. We'll leave him at blue for now. Okay, so Raider is good. Yes, I did scrim just to fuck with people. That's fair. Fucking with
They've done
people is always
studies, you know.
a good thing.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Sits. Okay, what do we got? Striker. We want Raider. Cool. So we have 2 rooms. When it rains, we've had when it rains before. When a positive effect is applied to, yes, this is the one. I was thinking about using Spider Society here. Desir also had Spider Society as an option, just because of the positive effects. I may do Spider Society without, because if I swap out Noir for plug and playness and use positive increase the duration of all positive effects of allies up +1 up to max 3 when a negative effect is applied to a character. So what if you I want to I'm interested. What do we think if we throw in big time here? No, that's a build up 3 weeks from now. Yeah. Okay, we'll do let me finish this and we'll do 6. We'll do Kevin Bacon. I haven't done it in a while. And you sent me a picture. Good. Why do put people KO there when Night Stalker still kills him in 3 hits? How do we feel about this idea? This isn't what Desir was saying, but he flips positive effects, right? So he'll give him a little bit of an advantage, an additional advantage in this room. I don't know. I feel like it would help a little bit more than Noir, and then Noir I can use on offense. Uh, Wait, what the fuck? What the? At the moment, Orcus is the harder skill tech aside from using Sin 6. Or if you don't want to bring Night Stalkers or Emma comp with Tangled. When they fixed Zemma, she can go with Orcus to try and counter Stalker's speed. Just gonna hit go on this. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's see. What do we got for 4, 5, and 6? How we? What's Desir? What's Desir's opinions? So I took this from Desir, the Spider Society, but I swapped out Noir for big time. So I'm gonna move forward. But I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Y'all aren't even getting that at all, huh? Now y'all are getting it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Stage 4. Stage 4, right there. Okay, so we don't have Odin. I'm not watching it, YouTube. This shouldn't count. Hello, Frosty. What's up? So, yeah, how you doing, man?
Why not premium wireless for 15?
Yes, based on her shirt, she obviously in the first Black Panther movie, I think she played Shuri. Dude, I'm fucking lost. 5 gotta be something that isn't easily New Warrior. New Warrior gonna buff in 5.
$15 a month, am I right? Let's just stop having AI.
When they do a basic, they gain speed up.
Used. Okay, I can't. So none of his options are available to me except for maybe Spider Society if I want to move them. Not much around nowadays. Hope you're doing okay. Not much around nowadays. Hope you're doing okay. But yeah, dude, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just need to stop wearing myself out willingly. That's it. Not a big problem compared to some people, you know. Trying to figure out this Cosmic Crucible stuff. I don't have Odin. I would move SBS to 5 and put iWatch in 3. An SBS should I throw back in Noir? Put iWatch in 3, you said? Could always use Pegasus in 4. Yeah, IW, the extra turn of immunity is rough. Not when IW is a small, surely. Well, that is a thing. That is a problem that I have. I have a little IW. I am in platinum, but that doesn't seem to have mattered ever. Usually, we're still looking for 4 and 6. I want to see what is 6 this time. We haven't had a symbiote satisfaction. On offense and defense, hero symbiote characters count as villains. Drops to 50%. All enemies flip negative status to positive, and all allies flip their positive status effects to negative. That's wild. Moondragon may cause people to catch people off guard. Yeah, she is built up a little bit. I can build her up a little bit more. Void Knight, Carnage, Cable. Max out Moondragon. Void Knight, Carnage, Cable. So, like Hive Cable. My cable's wicked small. Oh, that's not how you spell cable. I did that. Everybody can see it. I guess Moondragon is the move there. She's worth maxing. Yeah, okay. I'll do that. Yeah, that takes away Cabal. But it will be hard to take that room. I thought of Void Knight, Carnage, Cabal. I read it as good. All right. I'm doing good. So it was Cabal, and I was right the first time. Beautiful. Not a Void Knight, Carnage, Cabal, but losing Cabal on offense is... Yeah, that is tough. If I put Extreme Dorm in 6. They will see how small the team is and maybe underestimate the... What does the Seer say about Room 6? Yeah, he's got Extreme Dorm here as well. City Room could use Secret Defenders mashup. I mean, it's like everyone will mirror that with Kang. Extreme Dorm is... Yeah. Extreme Dorm is a little bit... Especially if the Seer's saying it, other people are saying it, I think it's probably worth throwing a bone to. Fall asleep. Does your past keep you away? What was the... And his setup for it was Forge, Nightcrawler, Dorm. On the end. Forge, Nightcrawler, Dorm. So 4 is currently where we're at. We've had temporal shielding before on defense and offense, tech and skill characters. And basic use gain speed. Gain speed up with speed up at the end of turn. So in 4, that might be better for Orcus. Do you have Orcus on defense? Right now I have him in 2. With the new Emma. Orc Mephisto is nuts in 4. Yeah, I gotta be careful though, because I really need to figure out what... I'm kind of worried I'm not gonna have too many attacks. Is the trick there? Hey. Orc Mephisto is nuts in 4. Oh, sorry, in 3. 4 is sub 6. Do we want sub 6 off of offense? I wonder how Orcus would do in 6. People want to use Cabal Void Knight as offense. I've plus an offense with sub 6 in defense. Doesn't mean anything to me. Stacking your defenses may neuter you, but may be very problematic for the attacker. Yeah, but if I can't if I can't like clear them, it'd be a pretty damn. I mean, I got. What do we have left? We have APOC plus a team. We have Cabal. We have Mercs for money. APOC team, Cabal, Mercs for money. We still have Tangled Web. We have New Warriors. I mean, I guess I could put sub 6 on there. It's not the end of the world. I've had sub 6 on defense before. You can turtle, but you still need enough to clear them. Yeah. So the way this currently works, I have Mephisto on. The way this is currently set up, I have Mephisto on offense. I have APOC on offense. Cabal, sub 6 contains tech and skill, I guess. You put sub 6 on defense. Do not put Illuminati on defense. I don't have Illuminati on defense. That's another one I have on offense. Maybe I still have a pretty decent offense. Yeah, so I mean, I have Mephisto, I have APOC, I have Illuminati, Captain Britain, I have Cabal, I have Hive Mind. This might be okay, actually. And then, yeah, with this, also, I only really need to build, I'll build Moondragon first and then Emma. How about Mephisto? He's on offense right now. And I do have baby Mephisto. This might be a good start for me anyway. Does Mephisto counter Kahori? I don't know enough about Kahori. I don't know. We want to max Moondragon and then probably build Emma. So I'm going to make sure Moondragon is. I think she is favorited right now. Nope, she's not. Different bald chick. Oh, I got a ways to go, it looks like. Oh, these are the awakened abilities. Those aren't going to help exactly. Because we're mostly worried about Battle World. That one seems like it's pretty good. We'll probably use it. I looked away too long. Okay. Put with either Orcus or Night Stalkers. New Emma get her buff yet? Not necessary. Just the T4s. Bahori goes before Mephisto. Max level G. Yeah, but I don't have the gold right now. Yeah, I only have 182,000 gold. Hold on, give me a second. I've got to go to the map. We'll look at it one more time before we move on to anything else. Game big. Okay, so I do actually have Black Knight on offense already, so that's all right. Kahori's countered with Black Knight. Yeah, we're locked there. See, this is the battles work fine, but the lag on this is insane. All right, last notes. I know everybody's arguing in the about defense. Any other notes on the defense right now? I'm feeling pretty good about this because we're balanced pretty strongly to offense. Really, it would be best if I could get some more gold right here. Maybe let's pop some blitz orbs just for the gold. I haven't been doing my blitzing. Usually, I do a lot of blitzing. That has not been happening. Just a little bit of gold. Nothing crazy. Also, what are the milestones right now other than using campaign energy? Find path. Yeah, this is nothing I can do. October events. This one I think you can work on. Cosmic Crucible. I'm maxed out anyway. Goblin's Maleficent Sin Orb. And spend a Forceful Energy, which that's what I was doing. Participate in Alliance War. Did that. I'm out of refreshes. We're maxed out. Select Astral Force. Get 1 for 1. We've been trying. That's just for the Shadow King anyway. Fight in battles. Battle in arena. Winter Lords Alliance War. Battle in raids. Win in battle and blitz. Ooh, so we could be... This is just World Warrior. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nothing. Yeah, we have nothing we can work on as far as the milestones are concerned. Make MODOK great again. Yeah. 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 Those weren't performing at all, and they were a lot of work. And I don't have time for a lot of work. Especially if nobody really watched them. I had like 15 views on like the highest one. I think it was like 40 on the first one, and then after that it was like 15. Ancient One mission. Well, and I already has gold orbs. So yeah, I could use my cores for some of that. Or okay, here's the thing: should I use cores for that, or should I use cores and try to open up try to see if we can pull Kahori? Because I can refresh for gold orbs. I don't know if I could probably do both. And let's look at that. Let's go for the gold orbs first. Because this all has these are all gold orbs as well. Wait, is this gold orbs or training orbs? One row is gold, and the other one's training. This was training. Because that's the other thing is I'm bottlenecked really hard in training orbs, but we can do 50 refreshes on campaign energy. Try to get some gold orbs. With the wrong way. Yeah. I'm really tempted to open 1 or 2 Kahori orbs, like the 675 ones, and just see if we get lucky. Because we're so far. It feels like we're so far behind on her. See if that got us anywhere. I mean, really, to get enough gold to help I'm gonna need to hit a jackpot is the real problem. Yeah, it didn't even. Not even close. What else has gold in it that I'd be willing to just dump? Don't forget to dump your legacy orbs. I think they're going away like soon, real soon. We got a lot of in-game notifications about this. Does it have gold? No. You got gold orbs. Let's do it. Here we go. We got two orbs from it. Ooh, and get some training orbs too. Gonna need those. Ash. Because we're probably going to need like 8 million. What is it? Like 8 million to go from 95 to 100 on Moondragon? Seven. So 6.5. And we got a ways to crawl. Got a ways to go. I'm pretty sure I dumped the astral energy, but we can look. I've got 36. Well, and actually, in these campaigns, do I get, like, first-time gold that's not shitty? Sorry. I mean, I could play through those. Yeah, I got enough to get all the way through it. Because then we'll be in here. I mean, that's not much, though. More than 0, but I think I'll be better off looking through orbs still. Just digging through the orbs and seeing what comes out. We also really need to do frosty features as well. This is only shards, right? Yeah. Illumise in chat, exclamation point Pokecatch. Don't have those. We'll do this just in case we get T4. We didn't. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I don't think that might be it. With those. I don't want to save these when they put a new character in there, but these are all shards. These are all shards. Open these just because why not? Okay. We're digging for gold. We're digging for gold. We're not doing super hot, but we're digging. Anything? Those don't do anything. Those don't do anything. There's nothing there. Okay. Yeah, no, that's so our bet. Honestly, our best bet is to go through those right now. It's just to go through those campaign nodes. I mean, just because we can, 2 because there is gold in them. That's kind of sad. It's a sad thing. That's all it is. That's all there is, brother. Oh! Oh. We'll go through this and then we'll do frosty features. Do what we want to do to finish out the stream. The bottleneck's been so hard for me on both training mats and gold that it's just like it's taken an awful lot of the fun out of it, honestly. Wow. What's everybody else got going on? Anything crazy? Kevin Bacon challenge. Oh yeah. Here, I'll do that after this. Who's the feature this week? It's Ancient One, finally. I'm finally trying to get back on track. I'm gonna do Ancient One and then Emma. I did Shadow King last, but it was like a month ago. So it'll be Ancient One, I'll do Emma Frost, and then we'll move on to all the new the new A-Force and such. I was out of town for like 2 weeks straight. I went to Fort Worth, Texas, and then I went to Waterloo, Iowa. So it was like a huge thing. But I'm in town now for. I think I should be in my home area, at least till March. In March, I'm going to Ohio. Because my heart is in Ohio. Dude, I'm fucking hungry. It is too early for this bullshit of being hungry. I'm just saying. Oh, also, once again, for those of you who weren't here at the beginning, I was plugging. I have a new podcast I am working on. It'll start releasing in January called The Theme Machine, and I'm looking for more guests. I'm interviewing a couple streamers and stuff that you all know, but you don't have to be a streamer. You just got to be a person. And what it is it is an AI based podcast where we have a conversation based on a theme or topic that whoever my guest is passionate about, and then I generate the topics covered on ChatGPT, and then we have a conversation about it. And so far, it's been a lot of fun. Some of the people you might know. I interviewed ZKG. CA, cleaning agent, is signed on to do an interview once he starts feeling better. And then tonight I'm supposed to be interviewing Run 7. So there's some people that you know, some people that you don't know. And it'll be a good time. It'll be bi-monthly starting in January. If anyone's interested in any of this stuff or interested in having a conversation, if you're really passionate about gardening or, I don't know, biopics or history films or whatever, if you're interested, I'm trying to get 12 interviews recorded and ready before the end of December. Right now I've got, I think, 9 total scheduled, and Run 7 is my number 6. So I still need a couple more for this month. I do it with them on Discord. You don't have to show your face, or you can. Either or is chill. So just throwing out there, I love, especially, anybody that wants a little bit of additional exposure. I'm talking about whatever. It can be Marvel Strike Force, sports. I don't need to know the subject because I'm using AI. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I'm going to start pushing it. I've been recording it. I've been making a bunch of stuff for it, but I need to start a little probably social media campaign to get some hype going. But it's The Theme Machine. But yeah, so I've been working on that a lot lately. I think that's going to be a lot of fun when it's out. One of the ones that's recorded is the MCU, so it's kind of adjacent to this. But yeah, some of the topics are already covered. We've done MCU. ZKG and I talked about sci-fi movies. We've done I've done AI in general. How gaming has changed over the last 30-ish years. You stream that on Twitch too, or is it just a YouTube video? I'm just recording the videos. They're not, and none of them are out yet. I'm gonna start releasing them in January. I'm trying to backlog them. My goal is if I record 12 now, I'll have enough to do bi-monthly through June. So that'll give me the majority of next year to get the other 12 to finish out the year. If I can go above 12, I would love it. But my goal is to release 24 a year. But I'm gonna put this first one out, and I'm not gonna start on season 2 until I see if there's any traction on it at all. Probably in like October or November. I will say with the interviews, a lot of my interviewees have requested. They're like, hey, if you ever go back for round 2 for people, please hit me up. So it's been fun. It's been a good time. So if anybody's interested in talking, at the very minimum, I just need your voice on stream or I just need to record you talking to me, and we do it's about the conversation about an hour. The podcast, they will probably all end up being closer to like 45 minutes in length, but we'll talk for about an hour. And that's after I set levels because everybody's mic sounds different. But this music thing, it's a lot of fun. I'll update my links and stuff on here. Because right now my old podcast that I haven't released anything out on in a couple of years. But this new thing, I think, it's a lot more manageable for just me. My old podcast was a team of people. But I think it'll be good. It's been a lot of fun so far. I've reached out to Rolf Kieran, who hasn't hit me back, if he's still in chat. And it could be anybody, really. I've legitimately just grabbed random people I knew and was like, hey, what's something you're passionate about? What was I'm spacing on a couple of the ones I've already done. But you don't even have to be passionate. You can just have a legitimate curious. Like you wanna like get it, whatever you want to talk about, but you just make sure you can talk about it for an hour. We can talk about the military. I'm trying not to do politics. That's sort of the only one I'm kind of not trying to do. And if we did do politics, I'd like to do them like 100 years ago. I'm not about to mess with current shit. Not touching that with a frickin' 50-foot pole. But politics of the 1700s. I'm down. It could be literally any subject at all. I also ask that people have something to plug at the end. So like if you don't stream, if you don't have like an Instagram you want people to follow, plug a charity, you know? Talk about MCU politics. I mean, that sounds legit as hell, actually. That'd be a lot of fun. Honestly, Emma Frost. I'd love that. Because what we talked about as far as the MCU was legitimately just like how the MCU's been running and stuff. But that would be super cool, just talking about MCU politics. I'm gonna auto this, but it doesn't really look like it's super autoable with Mephisto and Scarlet Witch, Zombie Scarlet Witch, and Sus. But they usually make these to where it seems like Astral's wicked strong. So Robert Kelly for Senate. We need more Sentinels. Oh God, I don't know about that. That would be pretty cool though. That'd be fun. But hit me up in Discord if you're interested in talking on the podcast. That animation from Shadow King is insane. A lot of noise behind me. I hope I'm not getting robbed. That'd be wild. Making sure my wife is home. Okay, she's here. See, now if I was being robbed, it would make a good clip. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, as long as I didn't die at the end. If I died at the end, it would make a good clip for somebody else. What the hell is this? Like five APOCs. Dumb. The way they set these up is wild, man. Okay. We are victorious. Time. Okay, we're not too bad. Okay, we'll do Kevin Bacon, and then we'll do Kevin Bacon, and then we'll do Rusty features Ancient One. Sure we didn't get any gold. We did not. We did not get any gold. Oh, real quick though, actually, just because I want to. Feeling extra reckless. I want to open. Oh, I want to open up a couple of these. Okay. So currently, I can't. Currently, we're at like 31. I looked at it earlier. We're at 31. We're just gonna see. We may pop 2 of these and see how we're feeling. Green's not a good way to go. 42. Fuck. Yeah, so we're at 48 total. I'm debating on doing one more. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do one more. She's supposed to be pretty good. Fuck! Damn, dude. Whatever. So we're at 54 shards of hers. I'm not doing any more. I could. kind of tempted, but all right, let's look at Kevin Bacon. 6 degrees. Where's this stuff? He sent me this stuff. Nem, are you still here? I'm sorry. I'll probably skip it if he's not. Okay, there's the picture. As you waste away. Yes, random white woman that doesn't look familiar at all. This is Eliza Taylor. I don't think this one's gonna happen for me, guys. Eliza Taylor, yeah, I got it. Don't you dare skip it. Well, wait, hold on now. If he wasn't here, yeah, random blonde chick. I really don't. Her face is not evoking any memories at all. I was kind of hoping it was Elizabeth Taylor, but it isn't. It's Eliza Taylor. I waited 2 hours for this. Why? I'm Junior in chat. Exclamation point Pokecatch. Okay. So. So Nem's been on it. So this is how I'm going to do this. I have no idea who this is. Her name is super generic. It sounds like Elizabeth Taylor. The picture's not black and white, so it's not. She doesn't. I can make an argument. She could play Elizabeth Taylor. Change your hair up, no problem. Nemesis has been on a TV show kick. He's only been he's too afraid to actually use actors that have been in any legitimate movies. Calling you out. So I'm assuming she's from TV shows, and that is also a weakness of mine because I'm wicked behind on TV. She played an alien in Deep Space Nine, but was covered in prosthetics. She's one of the cameos in Deadpool. I'm gonna have to see if I'm gonna have to guess she's from a popular TV show. That's Nem's last probably 4 or 5. We need to run Operation Distract Frosty. I don't think it. I'm shooting in the dark here, man. I'm literally. She's from a TV show because you picked her. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I out of all the TV shows in existence, probably knowing you in the past 10 years, I just have to pick one. I have to pick one, and then I'm gonna go off of it. That's the best thing I can do. You play to win the game. Also knowing Nemesis, I'm going to assume she's from a TV show I've never seen. That limits it even more. The trouble is, if I haven't seen it, it's very unlikely that I know any of the other actors in it. That's where we're at. Nem's really good at seeing shows that I haven't seen. Like a 3-10 type show. 3 out of 10 type show. You know, Daredevil Born Again is supposed to be set 5 years from the end of season 3. Okay, but is Michelle Yeoh still B after starring in Wicked? She didn't star in... She didn't star in Wicked, did she? She in Wicked? Nemesis hasn't even started the show. Nemesis hasn't even started seeing the show this lady is in. Really? So it isn't a show. Thanks for the hint. There's no rule saying that we need to see the people we're giving you. No, there's not. Oh, I have, and I love that show. Dude, I have no idea. And I've not seen a lot of really popular shows, but some of them, like Game of Thrones, for example, I just can't get through Game of Thrones. I just can't. It was one of the main characters in Wicked. Which one? All the main characters are young. I haven't seen Wicked, but I know Wicked really well because I'm a theater person. But she's definitely not one of the main characters. I know who all the main characters are. I don't know who the side characters are. She's the headmistress. Yeah. She has a speaking role. Congratulations, Michelle Yeoh. Oh, don't pay attention to me though, because I'm about to go waste a few bucks on seeing Kraven in the theater. Just learned today there's an old man Luke Cage comic. Has the power of Hulk, Iron Fist, and Sentry. She B-list, damn it, Frosty has spoken. B-list! B! I mean, just because you're in Wicked doesn't make you A-list either. Like, what is the lady that plays Elphaba? Like Cynthia Erivo or whatever? Never seen her before in my life until Wicked. Does that automatically project her up? I don't fucking know, man. I'm probably just gonna have to give this a nemesis. I'm gonna throw something out in the dark. I'm just gonna throw something out, and I'm just because I haven't seen it, but it's just one in the event that I'm gonna say Eliza Taylor's in Game of Thrones. I don't know. So if somebody could look up, I need to shave so bad, bro. If somebody could look, let me know. Is she in Game of Thrones? If she is, I will continue forward. Oh, great. You win. What is she? Eliza. Her face is not familiar to me at all. This person does not look like this person. Oh, you can't see it. What we're up against. Wiggity. Okay. Filmography. Film, 6 plots, Patrick, November Man. According to Wikipedia, she is not in League of Their Own. Or Apollo 13. Where'd you get that shit? If I would have remembered her from those two movies. It wasn't last time we played, so I had to get back into the winner column. I've never seen any of these. I've never seen any of these. I know of these two, but I didn't know they remade this show. This show's from like the 80s, I thought. So I've never seen any of those. Nothing of those. Her claim to fame was from the show 100, the 100. Well, in the two films you claimed she was in, it doesn't even seem like she was in. She's making shit up now. Hold on. Oh wait. Hold on. It had a career thing. Maybe it just wasn't in the thing. Sleepover Club, Blue Healers. Do you actually win if you just make up some famous movies she was in? I have heard of the 100. That is supposed to be a bigger deal, though. Assume that's what that is. She like a child in the... No, she wasn't in those. You just made that shit up. You just made that shit up, Nemesis. You can still have won. But know that you made some shit up. Absolutely made some shit up. That's fine. Good job. All right, let's do. We'll move to Frosty Features. I've got that. Everything falls apart. All right. Okay, we got enough time. We got this is kind of the right. We got kind of the right vibe here. Let's move. As long as I didn't screw up too. As long as I don't screw up too much, I think it'll be all right. I'll pop this up one. Are you gonna use I do use ChatGPT for the podcast. I also have paid ChatGPT. Well, I do right now. I might not later. It has some pretty cool features if you pay for it. Okay, let's go to Frosty Features. Because ChatGPT says she's A-list, ChatGPT also claims that it is wrong. It says it right there in ChatGPT. It can be wrong sometimes. I'm not using ChatGPT because it can be right. I'm using ChatGPT because it's interesting. Come now, shark. Come now. I literally debate ChatGPT when I'm bored. It's fun to see what it says, bro. We ask ChatGPT legit, real quick, Shark, on the real. Ask ChatGPT what the meaning of life is. We did that yesterday as part of one of the interviews, and the answer was fucking beautiful. Like, probably, honestly, best answer I've ever heard to that question. Like, for real. Ask what the meaning of life is. It's good. Assuming it says a similar thing to you as it said to me. It's not 40. It didn't say 42. Hey, let me pull it up. Wait, hold on. This is worth the second. This is worth the second. Everything falls apart. This is a sneak peek into the interview I did yesterday. Streams. And then we're gonna get Control F this. Go meaning. Right here. What is the meaning of life? So go down to the bottom. Right here. In the end, the meaning of life is as unique as each individual. It could be about love, learning, legacy, or simply enjoying the journey. I don't give a fuck, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Like, on the real, that's a good answer. The rest of the stuff was good too, but that little summary, I read that and I was like, that's what I'm gonna say. Somebody said, "What's the meaning of life?" Meaning of life is as unique as each individual. It could be about life, it could be about love, it could be about learning. It depends on who you are as a person. And a robot told me that, bitch. A fucking robot. Not a poet. A robot. That's fucking good. That's a good one. All right, let's get this rolling for a while. Okay, we're gonna, I'm gonna I'm going to give a robot. Duh. What's the point of having AI and robots if you can't robot bitch? Afraid I believe you crying. Really hate. Did you trust my style? How dare you be able to say bitch, but we can't type it? It's auto mod, and I'm too lazy to fix it. Alright, so we got that. Been up to me. Okay, I changed the music over. Get my notes out. Okay, it's good, right? It's a good answer. It's a really good answer. Okay. All right. Weird. This is better. Okay. All right, here we go. I think we're ready. We got trigger fire muted. Stream elements is muted. I deleted stream elements off of this when people do stuff that doesn't show up. Trigger fires. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we're gonna hop in. I'm gonna start rolling, and hopefully I don't screw up. It's been a while, so I'm a bit rusty on the Frosty feature side. Oh, and I'm gonna record it to my computer, so I don't have to do a whole bunch of crazy shit. What is up, guys? Frosty Aussie here today for another Frosty Features. Today we have another member of the Astral team, the mentor to the Doctor Strange, potentially one of my favorite characters of all time in Marvel, the Ancient One. So, what this is, if you haven't seen one before, is a comic book background on the tunes that you use in Marvel Strike Force, and I am your humble guide through the pages. So, with that, we shall begin. So, I'm going to go ahead and put this out here right now. I understand and know that the version of the Ancient One that we have in Marvel Strike Force is based off of Tilda Swinton's portrayal in the movie. That character is based off of the comic books. All of the comic books based off of a central theme of the Marvel 616, the main comic book continuity. So we will today we will be talking specifically about the 616, and I will reference how it influences the things like Tilda Swinton's character and thusly the Marvel Strike Force game. So, according to Scopely, what this is the blog post description of the character given by Scopely on their website. So, let's read this, and we will rate this at the end of the feature. Ancient One. A master of the mystic arts, the Ancient One became Earth's foremost guardian against dark forces by wielding immense powers like astral projection, time manipulation, and energy constructs. She was the mentor to Doctor Strange and countless others. Her wisdom and strength shaped the future of sorcery, making her legacy one of the most powerful in the mystic realms. So, that is the blog post description that was given by Scopely, and we will rate that at the end of the feature. This is the comic book Ancient One. Here he is with all his glory. Name, Yao. First appearance, Amazing Adventures #1, all the way back in 1961. This is a character that has been around an awful lot, and he's been brought up and involved in a lot, kind of, in the expanse of almost a 60-year life cycle, or no, over a 60-year life cycle as we're recording this. He's been in a lot, but he hasn't been in a whole bunch. Like, some characters from, like, 2014 have been in more. So there is a lot of content on him. There's a lot about him, but actually involved in different arcs and stuff like that. Since at over 60 years, it really isn't that much. Powers and abilities. I just wrote a multitude of magic powers. Essentially, this is the Sorcerer Supreme before Doctor Strange. So, the Sorcerer Supreme and even Magician. So, Yao specifically masters 3 different types of magic: ego, eco, and arrow, I think is the last one, ERO. And it's using magic, eco using magic from around you, ego using magic from inside yourself, and arrow using magic from multi-dimensional. This is the same way. And let me know in the comments if arrow is wrong. I feel like maybe that one's a little weird. But the third one, these are the same ideas that Doctor Strange uses, and that makes sense as he has taught he's taught Doctor Strange these things. With that, so we have extra dimensional travel, we have time travel, we have, like I said, energy projection, teleportation, many different types of powers, things like that. Flight, very, very powerful individual in the Ancient One. Aliases. So the Ancient One has a lot of different aliases as he goes by, but this is because he has existed for over 1,000 years. So the Master, the High Llama, the Mystic, and the Spirit Leopard are all ones that we will cover today. The Ancient One being the main thing that he goes by after a certain point, which we also will cover. It's really funny because when his name is introduced as Yao, he pretty much dips that pretty quick, and he picks up all these different aliases. Very first out the gate, Spirit Leopard, right? So, affiliations, Strange Academy. If you want to go by MCU standards, you can make the argument that his affiliation with Kamar-Taj is a thing. He founds this as a school, as a society, essentially, over time. It's not how it starts. So you can make that argument, but Strange Academy really is the only one that I count as an affiliation. He sort of does his own thing. You could also argue the Vishanti, but not technically. So there's a lot of technicalities, especially when you get into Doctor Strange lore. Things get super technical and kind of all over the place. So here, I'm gonna do an edit. Try to see if my Ayagamotto is right. Bucks. Oh, there it is. It's worth the edit just to have this appear. Wish this wasn't so low. Cool. Hold on. It's cool. Okay, we'll get back to it. Next up, background. So, originally from the village of Langka in Tibet, so he's Tibetan, all the way back in the 1430s. So there is, especially when you're dealing with characters like Doctor Strange or the Ancient One, there is a lot of time conflicts, right? So we see the Ancient One pop up in earlier times, but after the Ancient One attains the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme, same with Doctor Strange, time is a little bit more hippity-dippity, and he can kind of go back and forth as he pleases. So there's elements of him working and moving in times before he existed, before he was alive. So that's important to note. So he's born in the 1430s in the village of Langka, where he spent his evenings as a spirit leopard protecting his village, right? So this was before he knew magic. This is just him. He's like, I'm going to be a costume vigilante, unprovoked by anyone else. So, who died? Can't be a superhero, supervillain without somebody dying. And in this situation, for him to actually become the Sorcerer Supreme and work on him becoming the Ancient One, the citizens of Kamar-Taj end up dying. And we'll talk about that a little bit in notable events. But he kind of directly leads to the village itself becoming a distinct way, a wasteland, barren, empty, however you want to look at it. It's kind of his fault. So that's something that that needs to be considered with him. But the entire citizens die, which lead him to sort of travel the world, and this is how he ends up actually becoming the Sorcerer Supreme. A collector. So many, especially when you're dealing with Doctor Strange, many amulets and many types of artifacts and things are very powerful. mystic properties. So as I just said, he kind of goes to explore the world, and in doing so, he starts collecting magical artifacts. Specifically, the artifacts of Agamotto are his main looks. So my fake Eye of Agamotto here is the strongest of the Agamotto artifacts because I'm just built different. But also, there are different versions of Eyes of Agamotto. There's different. It's kind of hard to explain. There's like Amulet of Agamotto, and then there's like the Internal Eye of Agamotto, and then there's the Eye of Agamotto, which is like the strongest one, the truth seer Eye of Agamotto that I've talked about on Frosty Features before. That is the strongest one, and that is the one we see with Doctor Strange in the MCU, etc. But it's important to note that all of these artifacts and stuff, the Cloak of Levitation, all these things that Doctor Strange has, especially when he first becomes Doctor Strange, or what we see in the MCU, all of these things are collected by the Ancient One, right? This matters because this, once again, I acknowledge this Ancient One that we're looking at right here is different than the Ancient One in the MCU, but she is based off of this one, right? In the MCU, it's pre-established that she has all of these amulets. In this story, he acquires all these amulets and has them just like the one in the MCU, right? So it can be safely assumed, due to the fact that she is based off of this character right here, she acquired these things in a similar, if not the same manner, right? Because the way that the MCU works versus the Marvel 616 and all of the other universes is that the other universes, being the MCU, being one of them, is based off of the 616 up to a point, and then there are branches, right? So Tilda Swinton, or the Ancient One being female, is just a different branch, right? It's totally legitimate. It happens to other characters. It's not a big deal. But, big thing to note, a collector of mystical artifacts through these various travels. Time travel and lore continuity. So, as I stated before, in going back in time and things like that, it has made the origins of this character a little bit hard to define, but we do have very specific stories about his birth and his age. So, there are also lore problems where it says, oh, well, the Ancient One became, or Yao became Sorcerer Supreme in 1450. Well, at that time, he had just started, in the regular continuity, he had just started learning magic. So, some people argue that at 1450, is not when he became the Sorcerer Supreme, but when he started the journey to becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, which is a whole thing. And also, if I remember correctly, let me know in the comments if this is wrong. It's okay. I'm pretty sure the Sorcerer Supreme, that there's a list of Sorcerer Supremes since the beginning of time and the establishment of the Vishanti. We're not going into that today. That's big cosmological stuff. Ultimately, it's passed down. The one before Yao, I believe, is unnamed. Which is funny because pretty much they're all named all the way up until this one that predates Yao. But once again, let me know in the comments if that's wrong. I'm fairly certain that's correct, but you never know. You know, things happen. It's all crazy, and I'm a big fan of his predecessor, not necessarily Ancient One, right? Granted, looking into him and reading back into the stuff that I was doing for Frosty Features, he's got some cool stories. All of the line of Sorcerer Supremes do, in my opinion. So definitely worth looking into. Moving on. Relationships. We don't get a whole bunch of relationship information as far as Yao is concerned, because Yao is the predecessor to Doctor Strange. We do end up getting a storyline, and we follow Yao for a while through the 1,000 years that leads up to him meeting Doctor Strange. But so most notably, when he's still living in the village of Lanka, he has a wife. Her name is Lung. And she doesn't make it. She's part of the thing. Hamir is Yao's attendant over time. Hamir is Wong's father, so it's Hamir Wong. So he's also known as Wong. But yes, this is Doctor Strange's Wong's father. So that is something that is pretty good. And then many lost successors. So going through his 1,000 years, he knows that eventually he's going to need somebody to take his place. So he, in multiple occasions, does he try to train someone to become his successor. And in every single time, except 2 that I'm aware of, they die. So he struggles heavily finding a successor, and we find out why when we get to, when we go through his life a little bit, and then we get to kind of the time of Baron Mordo. So also most notable students of his. So he teaches quite a few people, but once again, most of them die. But the most notable students of his are going to be Baron Mordo and Dr. Stephen Strange, right? So with that, let's move on to notable events. So the origin of the Ancient One. How ancient is he? Well, like I said, about 1,000 years. Not quite 1,000 years, but in the context, it says, oh, he's been around for a millennium. So he's been around for the better part of a millennium, but not a millennium. So born in Lanka in the 1430s, he grows up and he's raised normal, and he has a sense of virtue where he wants to protect people. This is a very important thing with Yao because it will literally follow him until he trains Doctor Strange. His big thing is he wants to be able to train people and or protect people. So at night, after he is of age, after he's an adult, he dons the mantle of the spirit leopard, and he goes around at night and he protects his village, what have you. And at a point, he decides that he's going to start training to kind of learn the mystic arts. And so he goes to Kamartaj, which at the time is essentially a bigger mystical city, right? So he goes to train at Kamartaj in the art of the mystic arts, right? And in doing so he's being trained he's being trained with a character named Kalu, which is probably not how you're supposed to say his name. That's how we're gonna say it. So they're being trained kind of on the same way. They're being trained to be replaced as the role of Sorcerer Supreme. I was gonna say who they were training under, but I don't know. But I know the story, so there's that. So he's training alongside Kalu. Kalu is essentially of a very similar skill level to Yao, and they are learning aside each other. Yao once again wanting to protect people. Kalu, though, after a time, he reveals that he doesn't want to learn the mystic arts to protect or do anything beneficial. He wants to learn the mystic arts so that he can control people and create his own army of people that will do his bidding. So once Yao figures this out, he's like, oh no, I'm not going to let this happen. I got to do something. And so he turns around and he's like, I'll take you out, Kalu. And Kalu's like, yeah, right. Boink. And he immobile, he magic stasis attack, right? So Yao is essentially floating in midair, can't do anything. And Kalu's like, I'm about to take this piece over, and it's going to be so cool. So he takes over the entirety of Kamartaj. So all of them are mind controlled, and he's like, all right, y'all are my army now. This is great. I'm going to send you out to neighboring villages, and I want you to, war and pillage them and bring back all of their stuff to me so that I am richer than everyone else. That would be amazing. Please do that. Thank you very much. So he starts sending them out. But unbeknownst to him, Yao goes through a lot of inner reflection while he's suspended there and these people are being murdered. And Yao is like, I'm going to do anything in my power. I need to do anything in my power to stop Kalu. What am I going to do? And so he tries to call down a spell that will stop Kalu. And in doing so, he accidentally calls down a massive plague on Kamartaj, which rids it of its citizens, and Kalu recognizes his defeat, and he tries his best to retreat to a separate dimension of Ragadu, and in doing so, he gets stuck there. So Kalu gets locked away for a long period of time, and he comes back. He comes back later in the Doctor Strange stories, but for the sake of the Ancient One, he's more or less out of the way for a while. So, that's sort of how he starts. So with this, Kamartaj becomes this sort of barren, empty city, and the Ancient One, or Yao, he's chilling there for a while, and some people, eventually he has one guy come by that he tries to change or tries to train. He goes there for training for mystic arts. Yao's the only one remaining. He decides he's going to train him, and he ends up becoming a villain. And at that point, he banishes the villain and locks him away into like this immobile situation and picks up a successor. It's a whole thing. But ultimately, he's like, all right, nobody's here. There's no point in training anybody. People become evil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to travel the world and try to, because Yao's still relatively young in human ways, right? So I'm going to travel, and I'm going to, my goal is I'm going to try to find these Eyes of Agamotto to make myself stronger. these relics of Agamotto. I'm going to and train myself. So he begins to travel the world, and he comes upon and a lot happens here, right? There's a lot of time passes, and he ends up getting an elixir of immortality, which doesn't actually make him immortal, but slows down his aging greatly, which is why he's lived so long by the time he meets Doctor Strange. And he finds a group of people that refer to themselves as the Ancient Ones, and then he continues his mystics training under the Ancient Ones. And this is when, after he does this for a while, and he kind of starts to age into it, this is when he achieves the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme, is after he trains with these ones called the Ancient Ones, and therefore, after he's in the time between, so he was Spirit Leopard, he gets to Kamartaj, goes by Yao, everybody dies, he starts going by the Mystic, and then from there he moves on here and he dons the title of the Ancient One, and then some people call him the High Lama or the Master, right? As students, right? So at this point he becomes a Sorcerer Supreme, and he's looking for different successors and such, and eventually what happens is and I wrote down that's a good note. He achieves the title of Sorcerer Supreme in 1666, so that's how long it took him to get there. So, with that, one of his biggest achievements as far as being the Sorcerer Supreme is he is the first human being to witness eternity, to meet eternity in person, which is sort of he's the first human being, non-god type, demigod type, to be the Sorcerer Supreme. So it's quite a big deal. And so with that, eventually he comes into the situation where there are a group of Sorcerer Supremes from different timelines, and they approach him and they're like, hey, we need to fight off this big bad, but also, because I don't want to dive too much into that story, but in summation, they finish their fight and they're like, by the way, your true successor is Stephen Strange, Dr. Stephen Strange. He's going to be the greatest of us. He is your successor. And so this is good to know for the Ancient One, because leading up to this, he has multiple successors that die or go evil or whatever that he tried to train, right? So he knows this at this time, but he ends up training a guy named Baron Mordo, and this is how we move on to our second situation, a successor. So with this, while essentially waiting for the arrival of Strange, that's the big thing with the Ancient One. And also we see this in the MCU. The Ancient One knows that Steven is going to be the one that replaces her, right? That is a thing. That is established in the Doctor Strange movie. We know that that's going on. So in this situation, we see that the Ancient One is training Baron Mordo, and Mordo is getting very powerful, whatever. And after the Ancient One finds out who his successor is going to be, he's like, yo, Mordo, guess what? I found out my successor. Not you, by the way. This dude named Stephen Strange. Pretty cool, huh? And Mordo's like, I'm going to send some demons to attack him as a child. And Ancient One's like, what? And he's like, nothing. So Mordo summons demons and attacks Stephen Strange as a child, and he is able to just to torment him, not to kill him necessarily, but to try to traumatize him and try to keep him away from magic. This doesn't work, obviously, and Stephen Strange grows up, becoming a world-famous surgeon, and he busts his hands. He's looking for a way to repair his hands, and he hears about the mystical things in Kamartaj, and he sells all his stuff just like in the movies, and he becomes Doctor Strange by venturing to Kamartaj, which, since the desolation of Kamartaj, so this is in Tibet. It's not New York, like in the MCU. That's one of the big differences. So he goes to Tibet and he finds Kamartaj, and the Ancient One has set up essentially a mystic school there, and that is where he's training Baron Mordo. Stephen Strange gets there, and he starts training alongside Mordo. Mordo knows who Strange is. Mordo doesn't like Strange, which is why he doesn't like it from the beginning. But eventually, Stephen comes upon the fact that, and actually, this is even before they start training. Stephen's simply staying at Kamartaj, and he finds out that Baron Mordo is putting in plans to overthrow the Ancient One and take his title of Sorcerer Supreme. And so Stephen Strange is like, well, obviously, I'm gonna tell on you. And so he's like, he turns to run to tattle, and Baron Mordo's like, absolutely not, joink. you're not tattling. You can't talk about this, right? Magic says you can't talk about this. You can't let him know this is going on. Screw you, Stephen Strange. And then so he goes and he's like, well, fine. If I can't tell him, I'm going to start learning the art of the mystical arts, and I'm going to defeat Mordo myself. So this is how he starts his training with the Ancient One in the comics. And so in doing so, as he starts to progress whatever, eventually the Ancient One's like, all right, jigs up, and then he like lifts the curse off of Stephen Strange, and he's like, you can talk about it. I knew this dude was doing this the whole time. It's really not that big a deal. Granted, continuity's sake, between you and me, you know, you being anyone who watches this video and me, the guy talking, it never really makes sense to me at all why he decides to just he's like, oh yeah, Baron Mordo's gonna betray me. I've known this for like 100 years, but I just kept training him. Just made him stronger. It's fine. But, so eventually, with that, Mordo gets kicked out. Doctor Strange becomes the main successor. Ancient One's still holding on to the Sorcerer Supreme title until eventually the Ancient One ages enough to a point where he has become in such a weakened state. The Dark One, also known as Shumagorath, is like, hey, this dude is super powerful and he's old and weak. I'm going to use him as a portal to go to Earth and wreck shop. So the Ancient One's like, yeah, I knew this was coming. I was going to die eventually. Steven, I need you to kill me. Just real quick. Just, if you don't mind, really fast, end my life. And Steven's like, excuse me? And he's like, yeah, the world's going to end if you don't, though. So, like, hurry up. And so Stephen Strange is like, all right, poof, you're dead. And so he kills the Ancient One. The Ancient One, he joins Eternity. So he's fake Force ghosts, my Star Wars friends. Very much, he essentially he has this, like, ethereal way to still speak to Strange. Time isn't necessarily real for them, right? So there's still ways he can confer with his master, essentially. And actually, he ends up getting a physical body back later and joins Strange Academy as a teacher. But ultimately, this causes the role of Sorcerer Supreme to come up, and then the tournament of the time of the Vishanti come. So the three main Vishanti come. They assemble Earth's sorcerers, and they're like, tournament. Everybody fight. Winner, you're the Sorcerer Supreme. And of course, Stephen Strange comes out on top. Worth noting, my favorite villain, just because. Second place goes to Doctor Doom. And Doctor Doom at the time, Stephen Strange and Doctor Doom weren't privy of who each other were exactly. But Stephen was very impressed by Doctor Doom. And he was like, hey, you're like super cool stuff. What's going on with you? What can I do for you? And he's like, oh, I want to go to hell and save my mother. And Doctor Strange is like, bet, bro, let's go to hell. And that's a story for another time. But it's good stuff, and that's how all that happened. So those are the notable events. Those are the most notable events. Like I said, there are stories from the approximate 1,000 years of his life, but most of them are just kind of one-offs, or him training a successor and the successor dying or betraying him, kind of over and over and over and over. But when I say there's many, there's probably like 5 or 6 of these. So there it is. Those are the notable events for the Ancient One. Next up, we have power level. In Marvel Strike Force, Scobie doesn't care about power levels, but here across the features we do. Now, the way that this works, if you are a multiversal threat, that means you can topple the multiverse as it stands. Not just your reality, but all realities connected to the multiverse. Universal means you can end your reality or dimension and maybe hop on over to the next one and end that one there and take him out one by one. Cosmic means you have power on the small end on a planetary scale, taking out things like planetary bodies, but with enough time and effort, maybe being able to take out things like solar systems or galaxies. Nuclear means you have power equivalent to that of a nuclear bomb, leveling things like small cities or up to a planetary body with enough force and time. Super Soldier means that you are beyond all potential of human capabilities, and you are able to level things like brick walls or even a city block with enough, once again, with enough time. City means that you are essentially equivalent to the skills of a human being that is trained to the absolute and utter peak of human ability, think of it like an Olympic athlete. In Marvel, a lot of our mercenaries, our ninjas, our secret agents, and things like that fall into the city category. And finally, there is Greg. Greg is the undead Asgardian that is spawned by Hela in Marvel Strike Force, and without the increasingly formidable team of Undying to back him up, Greg isn't worth a single cent. So, in the event that I'm at Goodwill and I'm rummaging through the stuffed animal bin, and as I'm digging through it, I decide to just dive into the stuffed animals because it's Goodwill, right? That's what you do at Goodwill. You pee in the corner, you jump into the toys, you dive in, and inside I find Greg. Greg is also looking for the stuffed animals, and he claims the box of stuffed animals as his own, even though he hasn't paid for a damn thing. And I'm like, that's not how this works. I'm here for justice. And so within this bin, this barrel, whatever have you, of stuffed animals, if we got in a fight, I, Frosty Offy, as a regular human being, could theoretically and would theoretically beat Greg in a fight. So, for the sake of argument, and just because I like to say it, Greg is equivalent to that of a regular human being. So, in the case of the Ancient One, we have a mystic sorcerer of untold power in proportion, second only to that of Doctor Strange. He's pretty comfortably in the universal state. The role of the Sorcerer Supreme is to protect an entire dimension from mystic trouble, right? So, any Sorcerer Supreme sort of automatically goes to a universal level because they legitimately, just by even with the Ancient One's sacrifice as far as Shumagorath is concerned, all he had to do was not sacrifice himself, and that dimension would have been devoured, right? Or absorbed or assimilated, however you want to look at it. So, legitimately, just by not doing their job, they can end reality. Which that is sort of the big part of the Sorcerer Supreme. Even why the Sorcerer Supreme gets audience with eternity. It's that important of a role, especially lately in the comics where they've been exploring Doctor Doom as the Sorcerer Supreme and things like that. That's how much weight that role has. Very much even higher than some god levels, like higher than Norse gods and things like that. A very, very influential place. And it all comes down to the mind of the person that has the role. They have the power, they just need to be able to comprehend and use the power, right? The Ancient One very much has that situation. Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom all have this strong ability and potential. And according to Scopely, this is the first blog post that I have despised in a while. They didn't even try. Even if you were like, hey, I'm not going to use the comics at all, and I'm just going to use the MCU, all they did was they Googled, what is a mentor? And they got a definition for mentor, and they said, mentor of Stephen Strange, it's a woman, period. That's our blog post. Thanks, guys. So, that was awful. They didn't talk about any, like, I don't even think did they even reference Commertage? No, yeah. See, they didn't bring up any of these things. There was legitimately no rep. Like, they're like, hey, Stephen Strange the Mentor uses magic, is a woman, send. And there's more. There even in the MCU, there's more to it than that, right? We see her in Endgame. We see her in Doctor Strange, and we do learn a little bit about her, and could talk a little bit more about the society or Kamar-Taj as a whole that we see in Multiverse of Madness. As much as I hate the movie, there's still background that can be pulled from there. But alas, we don't. We just say, hey, lady teacher, good job, Scopely. They didn't even try. That is that. And with that, that is Frosty Features the Ancient One. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments your favorite Ancient One moments in the comics or the MCU. Or if I got anything wrong, just let me know. I'd love to hear it. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this here on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything but a couple of clicks. And as a reminder, I stream on Sundays, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time at this link above, where we do Frosty Features Live. I hope that you all enjoyed this. I hope that you all have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. And most importantly, stay cool. Stop recording. Stop recording. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. We're at 10:46. Okay, I'm going to catch up on... We'll unmute Trigger Fire. Bam. It is unmuted. I'm going to unpin the message. We only have a few minutes left. Okay, then we're going to go to the top. Okay, there we are. How dare you be able to say bitch and we can't type it? You have robot bitch? Yeah. Like it? Yup. The ancient one, aka the bald chick? Yep. One of the bald. We got more than one bald chick now, most FIC. We got one more. Keep your mind open. We got more than one bald chick. Holy Time Paradox is Batman. Yes. Correct. I miss White Noise's Book of Vishanti bits. I don't think I ever saw those. What happened to White Noise? No, I haven't seen him stream for months. Yeah, I haven't either. What did I do? We need to have Cleaning Agent reach out. He has White Noise's phone number. There's more than one A1 at the same time. Ancient one. Yes, there was. And then she/he became the only one. The name / title, the Ancient One, denotes a singularity. Yeah, so they are the Ancient Ones. And so she ends up, or she/he ends up being the Ancient One. But it was a collective. Comertage equals New York City Chinatown. In the MCU. And every large city has one, right? It has a Sanctum Sanctorum. And I didn't even say that the Comertage was made into the first Sanctum Sanctorum. I've been going down to New York City Chinatown since I was 6 years old. When I was 12, I hopped the train with a friend and went down there for a few hours and got in a lot of trouble for that. That's funny. Oh, man. That's crazy. Who would win in a fight? The Ancient One versus Qui-Gon Jinn. The Ancient One, for sure. Greg is better than Frosty. Frosty pees in the corner. Goodwill. Confirmed. Gotta go when you gotta go, man. I don't know to tell you. When in her 1,000-year life did the Ancient One get her haircut? Lady teacher LMAO. That's all it says, man. That's it. I read it out loud. You heard it. Right here. Master of the Mystic Arts became Earth's foremost guardian against dark forces by wielding immense powers like astral. So, this person does magic. She was the mentor to Doctor Strange and countless others. She's the teacher. Her wisdom and strength shaped the future of sorcery, making her legacy one of the most powerful in the mystical realms. What's her legacy? You didn't say. These many successors that you didn't name other than Doctor Strange? Nothing. Nothing. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. We're going to go back to the game for the last of our... oh, this angle looks pretty good compared to what I normally do. I'm digging this. I feel like it looked quite a bit different a minute ago. But I like it. This looks way better. Nice. 10 out of 10. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if we might have got our 2 energy that we need to finish out to knock out this first. Oh, we're one. No, we got this. So this one might be a little harder. I'm confused. I'm confused and scared. They have 2 Shadow Kings? Can I use my Shadow King instead of this one? It feels like that would be cool. What is going on? I would like to use mine, please. I'm so lost. So what if instead of the other Emma, because my Emma's not built so high, I just use another Shadow King? Oh no, I need Emma. Okay, that's weird. I can't use Shadow King for this. Good stuff. This thing's so cool. I knew I had it around me. I just wasn't sure where it went. It's been a minute since I used it. I don't know. Can we auto this? Is that an option? We'll do this and then we'll see who's on. This is in an effort to get the gear, the crimson gear. The crimson gear, and to see if we get any. I mean, I know we won't get that much gold, but it is gold. There's some gold. There's gold attached. Dude, I'm digging this new angle, hey? Y'all like this background a little bit better? I know it's just a little shift, but it feels it feels just better. I'm not even sure how. All I did was tilt it this way a little bit, but it feels like it's much more dynamic. I don't know. Yeah, I unlocked all of Astral right after Battle World went over or whatever. At the end of it. Because I got Shadow King last Sunday. But I've been working on him slowly, but I've been working on so many freaking characters. Just been like, gonna target Spiderweaver, but it did it for me. Get him, Doctor Strange. Jesus. That worked. Nice and easy. Okay, so let's see. Is anybody on yet? No, Sen gets on soonish. I mean, I could continue digging for gold. Gold. Oh, Sen is on. Rock and roll. I think we'll just go ahead and rate him. We'll just go out a little bit early, but since Sen is on, let's hit him up. Awesome. All right, y'all. Thank you all so much for the excellent morning. I will post that Frosty feature up a little bit later today. Send all the love that you give me, and I hope that you all have fantastic week. I am most importantly, y'all. Stay cool.